I mean, we talk about all the issues, crime and the housing and the economic development and all that. And what I'm trying to say is if you don't have a proper fiscal base, it doesn't matter because you're not going to be able to do anything about it. But if you look at the growth of the city in terms of the number of new people coming in the city, it's been tremendous. But you still got that drain that people, leave for what they call a better life, living in the suburbs. But you also got to look at the constriction or the small geographical area of the city is about the same as it was back in the late 1800s. Mm-hmm. It shouldn't be that small. We should be a very big city. And by not being a very big city, our tax base is always in flux. Mm-hmm. Because how many new buildings can we put up in the city? How many new companies are going to come with 1,500 employees? So after a while, you really have, everything slows down to a crawl. You make progress, but you can't make that giant leap. And I've talked to the governor, I've talked to the county exec, and I've said to both of them, we've got to have some kind of a session where we begin to talk about governance. Because the city will not survive going into the future at the rate. You cannot keep having 2-3% growth in your budget, even though it's small, but eventually it's going to bite you. You won't be able to keep up with the cost of living. I think there are models that have city government intact, but you have like a metro administrator or something so that you can jointly use resources. In Minneapolis, the counties actually in Minnesota, counties actually give money, revenue sharing, to the cities, like Minneapolis and St. Paul's. They get help from their county. Now, this county has its limitations also, but we need to look at it from a very pragmatic point of view. How do you make governance work? Because people should have a feeling of some stability about government. But, we can't keep raising taxes every 2 years, trying to catch up with cost increases. And then when you add employee increases on top of that, you can see the crisis that you keep running into.